Okay, welcome to the live talk. Okay, Tommy Shearer, Truths of Existence. Um, I'm a couple minutes late. We were at the Cracker Barrel eating, and we lost track of time. Actually forgot that I was doing this, but anyway. Okay, Truths of Existence. One person's on. Hello, nice to have you. Here's what I'm going to do. The last talk that I had, only one person came on, or two people came on, and they left really. Oh, very good. Now he's gone. All right. Well, people can watch this at other times. So what I'm going to do is explain the mystery of this universe. The mystery of this universe has eluded man for his entire existence until the 1950s, until L. Ron Hubbard figured it out, and then he wrote all about it. He was something else, incredible researcher, and he did figure it out. And then I'm going to explain it to you. So here we go. We're going to describe this now, and the secret to this universe and this world is the human spirit. It's something that hasn't been understood, it hasn't been seen, it hasn't been figured out until the 50s. And so then when it was figured out, he wrote about it. And so that's what's eluded man, and that's why that's really what's going on here is this human spirit, and that's you and that's me. And I'm going to read you a description of what the human spirit is, because it's, we don't have, let's see, we've got the human spirit is actually the mystery of this universe. It solves the mystery of this universe. In Scientology, they call it the thetan, because thetan is from the Greek word meaning thought. Theta is thought, and turns it into a noun, thetan. So it doesn't have any difficulty with any other definition. So it's thetan. So it's here. It's the thetan is described in Scientology as having no mass, no wavelength, no energy, and no time or location in space, except by consideration or postulate. So what that means is that it's not the material universe. It doesn't have any mass. It doesn't have any, it's not energy. You can't see it. That's why it's been so hard to understand this thing, which is not a thing. And Ron says the spirit then is not a thing, it's the creator of things. So a spiritual being creates things, and he's this elusive chap that people can't see, and thus is gone unnoticed. But it isn't about material universe stuff, okay? It's not about chemicals, imbalances in brains and stuff like that. It's not about that. It's about this human spirit. Okay, I'm going to say a little bit more about the human spirit. Human spirit is the mystery. The whole mystery is about this human spirit. Okay, nobody wants to know about what's going on here. Okay, fine. Don't know. Here we go. I'm going to tell you this. It is a discovery in Scientology, because in Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard, he discovered the human spirit in the early 1950s. He was the greatest researcher. And here's what he says about it. He says a discovery susceptible to the most arduous scientific proofs. That means it's foolproof. That people are not bodies. People are not bodies. You're not a body. You're a spiritual being in a body. But you don't know that. People are not bodies, but people are living units operating bodies. Okay? The living unit we call in Scientology a thetan. That being taken from the Greek letter theta. All right? The being is modified, here's Seller, is modified by the addition of a body. And by the addition of a body, it is brought into a certain unknowingness, so that when it gets connected to a body, it goes into a state of unknowingness. That's why we don't know about its own condition. Its own condition is that it exists separate from the body. The mission of Scientology is to raise the knowingness of this spirit to such a degree that it again knows what it is and what it is doing. So that's quite incredible, really. Let's see. Among the capabilities and potentials of the thetan is immortality. So the being cannot die. You can't die. So it's kind of cool, right? After the body goes, you don't go. You go on to get another body. The amount of time he spent on earth and the number of deaths through which he has gone have brought him into a state of forgetfulness. So that's what's going on here. It's really important. It's so much. Everyone misses this. You hear people talking about, the mysteries and law and the brain and but what they're missing is this spiritual being, which has virtually incredible abilities, infinite abilities, and it's involved with body, and that's what's going on. So you have a spiritual being, and this is what they miss. So anyway, that's basically the first thing. I went over it pretty quick. It's really important, but I wanted to hear from you if you have any question or anything like that about this subject or anything, really. I know so much. Anyway, I'm just kidding around, but I do know a lot of stuff. I've been studying this stuff for a long time. So the being is really the crux of this whole thing. It's the mystery. Live a life, and the body dies and you go on. So you've had all these other lives, and we've gotten trapped in this. We're really in a condition where we're kind of trapped. Not even kind of. We're really trapped. So that's not good. But in Scientology, they can get you out of the trap, and it does. Every time, if you persist at it. So here we are. We've got two people on. Brandon Diad. Welcome, Brandon. Love your viewpoints. How does he know, though? He researched. He was the greatest researcher that ever lived. In the 40s, he spoke to people, and he talked to them over and over and over. And he came up with what's called Dianetics. And this is a great breakthrough. But the way he did this was by researching. And he researched people, and he talked to them. He talked. Thousands of people. So then he created Dianetics, which is this book, and it's brilliant. It's got this stuff that nobody's ever seen. Then he realized that people, as he was talking to them and going back into their past, but only this lifetime, they kept coming up with past lifetime stuff. And so when he first heard this, he didn't want to hear about it, really. He didn't want to hear about past lives. But then as he kept hearing about them, he thought, there's something to this. And so then he started looking into past lives. And when he looked into past lives, he then figured out that there was something going on here. And what was going on was this being. And so then he, self-analysis saved my life. Brandon, I love you. Self-analysis. Genius. Hello, I'm here. Your communication is terrible. What do you mean? I love this subject, but all of you ignore me. Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Brandon, this is my first time doing this. So please have mercy on my soul. So Scientology saved me also tremendously. I was in a state of like unhappy and uncertain of myself, and not doing really good at all. And I had no clue about things that were really going on. And then I got into Scientology, and it helped me. And then the first course I did a comm course. Love you, buddy. I did a comm course, and I felt pretty good afterwards. I felt really good. And so then I decided, well, I'm gonna do all of this stuff. It makes me feel good, really good. I'm gonna do it all. So that was like 44 years ago. I'm still doing stuff. But the state that I'm in now is a magical state. And anyway, thanks, Brandon, a lot. I appreciate it, really do. And so that's that. Me too. Keep up the good word, clearing the planet. Yep. Well, we've got to go online and say, if it's helped you, say that it's helped you, because there's so many people saying bad things about Scientology. And at first I couldn't understand it. It helped me so much. It was so great. And then I heard these negative things. I'm thinking, what is this all about? Then I was kind of even afraid to talk about it because of all this negative stuff. But as I progressed, I knew how good it was, and I would really nail these guys if they said something negative about it, because I don't know what they're talking about. And so I didn't say that to them. But anyway, it's the rough world that we're in right now with a lot of negative stuff. But okay, we do have these answers, and we've got to get them out there. Okay, they put it down and know nothing. Well, that's true. They know something, but what they know is untruth, misdirections, right? These guys, they misdirect you. They find out the negative things, and then they expand on the negative thing that happened in it. But they leave out all the good stuff, which is like tremendous. So anyway, who else is on? Somebody else. Brandon Diab. Where do you live, Brandon? I'm in Florida. 2 hours. Brandon, what part of the country are you in? There's 2 people on. Indiana. Larry Bird country. Cool. What org is over there? The Indianapolis or something? No orgs here. Oh, okay. It's sad. Diablo? Okay. All right. That shut down. All right. Well, anyway, there's got to be an org somewhere near you. There's a lot of them around. Cincinnati? I don't know how close that is. Chicago? I'm a beast. Okay. All right. Hey, go on to my website and listen to my music. It's really special. It's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff in there about these truths and stuff. Ohio. Oh, okay, cool. Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, cool. Well, it's me and you, Brandon. There's not much. So really, if I get back to this, you understand. I'm quite far along on the bridge, and you understand that you get a complete understanding of the human spirit, of yourself, and then you hear people talking about the mysteries of the universe and stuff, but they don't, and they talk about chemicals and brain, and they don't know about the spirit, and that's kind of sad. And so that was my mission, to let people know the human spirit. This is going to unlock the mystery, because when you see what it is, you can see that it's lived before, and that it's going to live after, and that's really the crux of what's going on here. Okie smoky dokie. Well, subject of beingness is fascinating. The subject of beingness is fascinating. Let me tell you a win I had when I was on Superpower. It was about, they do a thing on the tone scale, and serenity of beingness is one of the things. And so I used to think serenity of beingness was like, you can't, only the monks in the Himalayas or something could reach this state. But then when I was on Superpower, I realized it's quite simple, because it's just being there and kind of comfortable or serene. And I'm there a lot. And then I walked around at the flag base, and just being there in serenity of beingness for like a day. And then I realized a lot of people were in that, but they didn't know that, or they didn't recognize it. And so then if you talk to somebody, you immediately come down the tone scale to whatever the tone is, action or something like that. But that was a great win for me. And it gave me access to the entire tone scale whenever I wanted to. And so Anyway, beingness is fascinating. I never been audited. Okay, well then you're in for a treat. My daughter just started. She had her life repair and it changed her life. And now she's doing the purification rundown, which is a rundown where you sweat out drugs and stuff like that, impurities. And that's where she's at. I just thought I'd mention that. Anyway, wow, congratulations. I've had wins in just the books. That's so great, Brandon. Well, Brandon, stay in touch with me. I'm on Facebook. You can just, Tommy Shearer, and or if you need any help whatsoever, go onto my website and give me your email. And I've got these guys, these FSMs who are just great. They'll help you get through anything. And on the cleanse, I hear you sweat blue. What the hell? No, I sweat regular sweat. My first time on the Purif, I had done lots of drugs, and so it was pretty intense. When I got on the purification rundown, it had just been released. They did not have any saunas. What's the site? TommyShearer.com, I think, is, I think that I have like 4 different sites. SoulWarsBook.com, but TommyShearer.com, I think, is one. My Purif. So I get on the Purif, or I was ready to do OT1, and I come down to the registrar, a fellow named Michael Silverman, famous reg back in the 70s. He says, sorry, you can't do the OT levels now. You have to do what's called the purification rundown. So I was a little bit miffed because I wanted to do the OT levels, but I got onto the Purif. So, but they didn't have the saunas built yet. So you had to go to the YMCA or some weird place. So I'm in the YMCA and I'm running out LSD. I wrote a song about this. My twin goes off somewhere. The guys in the sauna are like, it's like 2 gay guys over there. And I'm running out LSD and I'm like, and I look over at them and they're flowing me these like sexual, it's pretty weird. Anyway, that was one of my experiences on the Pure. So, but it was great because I got rid of so much stuff, and I remember running down the street, L. Ron Hubbard Way, thinking, wow, I feel freaking great. So, and then OT7 was fantastic. That was fantastic. You gotta keep going because you don't know where something's going to hit you and change your whole world for the better, like blow you away. Because I had little things, when I was going, I had a good win here, a good win there, and then like a great win. And then, so I just stuck with it because I trusted LRH. I just trusted him so much. And you're my brother. All right, Brandon. Good. So, to infinity and beyond. Okay, good. Well, stay in touch, Brandon. I think I'm going to route off, and I'm going to be on Saturday at noon. And we're going to promote it some more. I have this girl, Kira, who's going to help me promote it. And so it was really nice meeting you, Brandon. Hang in there. Just somehow get over to an Oregon. I don't know what your next thing will be. Your next thing is going to be what? The purification run. Have you done any drugs? No, I never touched them. Have you had a Big Mac lately? Okay, cool, Brandon. Stay in touch, and I'll be on Saturday at noon. And also, if you text me, Brandon Diab, are you on Facebook? I'll write your name down. And I'll send you something. Yeah, great. Okie dokie. And let's hear my music. I think you'll like it. I got tons of songs, just tons of songs, and a lot of them are inspired by what I've learned going up the bridge. Okay, beautiful. All right, we're going to end the stream. Once again, thanks, Brandon, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?